Before we dive into this, comment down below what you think is Yoojung's fastest rap. I'm curious how many of you come in here already knowing it or have an idea, and how many Weki Meki or Yoojung fans actually learn something new here. Okay, I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent real quick because I want to look at Weki Meki's new song since they literally dropped it the day I'm recording this. And before I get into how fast Yoojung actually raps here, I think we all need to take a second and appreciate her sing rapping. Cause, sing rapping is something that almost every artist can do, but very few do it memorably or personally. Like, I think it's Yoojung's best quality in her rap is her sing rapping. Like, her sing rapping is gorgeous, mixed with her attitude, of course. It's displayed perfectly here for everyone to see. Like, I just needed to point that out. Just to go over the stats of this real quick, Yoojung hits 40 syllables in just 7 seconds, which average out to be 5.71 syllables per second in that song. It doesn't make it on the list with an 8-second constant, and it also doesn't make it on her list with using 7 seconds. But I wanted to give it a little honorable mention since it's brand new, and I'm sure people were curious about how fast she raps and cool. However, let's jump straight into this with number 8, where we could start this off with a live stage she did solo, covering another group song, and specifically Zico from Block B, which is Block B's song Very Good.
King of the jungle, 꼬마들처럼 잔치를 멈춰 분위기는 벌써 무르익었고 순식간에 객석을 정복 카펫 깔아 행간을 받아 King of the jungle, 꼬마들처럼 잔치를 멈춰 분위기는 벌써 무르익었고 순식간에 객석을 정복 카펫 깔아 행간을 받아.
I absolutely love this song from Block B, but I'm going to save my personal taste for the very end, so if you're interested in that, you can hear. I'm going to get straight into the numbers for all these songs. In her cover of Block B's Very Good, at about a minute into her cover, she hits 46 syllables in 8 seconds, which averages out to 5.75 syllables per second. And now we can move into number 7, which is our first original Weki Meki song on this list, a first original verse from Yoojung, and it's Weki Meki's title track, Crush. At about 43 seconds into Crush, the part that you just saw, Yoojung hits 47 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 5.88 syllables per second, taking little baby steps up, and we're gonna have a huge jump later, I promise. But we can move on to number 6, which is another Weki Meki song, but this time it's a B-side off their brand new album that came out today, called Sweet Dreams. Oh, Yoojung gets some whisper raps going in Sweet Dreams, but about a minute and 25 into Sweet Dreams, Yoojung hits that sweet whisper rap, which is 48 syllables in 8 seconds, and it averages out to simply 6 syllables per second. Now moving on to number 5, again we have another B-side off of a Weki Meki album. However, this is a much older song called True Valentine. Continuing this really steady trend of a climb in syllables per second, Yoojung in True Valentine hits 49 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.13 syllables per second at about 3 minutes into True Valentine. And now we can move up again to number 4, our halfway point on this list, where we have a collab she did with High 420 on an original verse in their song Hookah. Bruh, I'm really tempted to go hookah. That song's so old, but it's so classic. And Hookah, the High 420 song collab she did, at about 3 minutes and 6 seconds into the performance, Yoojung hits a surprising 3-syllable leap of now 52 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.5 syllables per second. And now as we move into our top 3, our podium places for Yoojung's fastest raps, we have a collab she did with a bunch of other female idols called Be Mine. So in this section of Be Mine, in that collab song, it's about 2 minutes and 32 seconds into the performance. Yoojung hits 53 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.63 syllables per second. And I promise we have a huge jump before the end of this list. And this next song we're going to talk about is technically a cover she did of 2 fellow I.O.I members in the I.O.I song Very Very Very. Covering Mina's and Nayoung's part in Very Very Very, Yoojung hits 55 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.88 syllables per second. That's 1 minute and 40 seconds into the song. So technically, it's not as fast for Mina or Nayoung because it's the part between Nayoung and Mina's verse that's combined together that only Yoojung does both parts of. So it's weird. But yeah, it counts as a fast verse for Yoojung. And we can move in to our number 1 fastest Yoojung verse. And interestingly enough, it's not an original verse of hers. It's actually a cover she did with the original artist, and that is Lee Young-ji and her song Dark Room. And now that everyone who hates my opinions are gone because they already heard Yoojung's fastest rap, give me 1 second because Lee Young-ji is fucking amazing, and I am so happy that Yoojung actually worked with her this past summer. Lee Young-ji, I've been following her for way over a year now, ever since High School Rapper 3. She is fucking great. If you don't know her, go check her out because she is amazing. But that is her verse that Yoojung covered, which completely blew me away. And to give the stats real quick of that verse, at about 33 seconds into Dark Room, the actual song, not that video. Actually, I think the video is. Anyways, she hits 65 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 8.13 syllables per second, jumping her all the way up to 21st on my list that you see scrolling on the screen right now. Honestly, I did not expect Yoojung to be up that high. I did not think that she had that in her. Granted, it is a cover that is her fastest rap, but that's kind of what I want to talk about real quick while this is scrolling. As you can see, Yoojung's on the screen right here. It's that Weki Meki has some great songs, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Yoojung can be one of those household name rappers like Soyeon, like Exy, like Mimi of Oh My Girl. But I feel like girl group concepts always hold back rappers because they either like want to get the other girl group members involved or something. Whereas you can find like BTS songs, for example. I'm sorry I'm bringing up BTS, but RM and Suga literally have entire songs where they have an entire verse, and I've never heard that with Yoojung. I have not heard her do an entire verse to herself. If you know that of what it exists, please let me know. But I am dying to hear something like that from her. Seeing her potential, being able to rap. That's not even an easy rap what Lee Young-ji wrote there. That is a very difficult flow to pull off that Yoojung did live in a studio, and all the kudos to her because that was impressive as fuck and really shows the potential that Yoojung has as a rapper. Although I did mention before, I am a huge fan of Yoojung sing rapping. I think that it's so catchy, her sing rapping, because she does have a good voice too, and the way she mixes them together is very unique and honestly really fun to watch as a fan. So that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, show some love way down in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. And as always, K-pop and chill the safe way.
보답을 너네 모두 꺼주시오 한국말로 하자니요 색하네요 스타일도 바꿨지 이제 내랑 비교 마시오 나타났어 이런 거 처음 해보지요 영어 빼고 말해 내 피부 노란색 그래 앞에 번호 8이잖아 빨리 전화해 네가 아는 여자애들 싹 다 불러 오늘 밤은 불지를 거니까 폰을 꺼두기로 해